Hello, we're live. Please let me know how the sound is. For some reason, my headset didn't want to cooperate tonight, so I just want to make sure that you can all hear me. And Lee, welcome from Indiana. Linda Lombardo, my Michigander buddy, is here. Awesome. I have put the link to tonight's templates. Beverly, hi. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Joey. You too. Good afternoon. Gina's here from Mount Vernon. Carla from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And Donna from North Carolina. Courtney, hi from Grand Prairie, Texas. And Linda, my friend from Urbana, New York. And hi, Debbie from Bloomington, Illinois. And Cactus Deb, of course, from Glendale, Arizona. I haven't seen anybody say that they can hear me. It looks like my microphone is working, but I just want to be sure with the little glitch from the headset that I usually use. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? Welcome from New Haven. Okay, good, good. Everybody can hear. That's awesome. That's awesome. First off, want to thank you all for the prayers. It's been a long ride and it's not quite over with yet, but everything will be fine. Okay, just gonna take a little bit of time for me to get my strength back and get back into the groove of everything. But I have been stitching today, so that felt really good. Hi, Betty from Oregon, and Kathy's here from Long Island. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we do have Ken here tonight. He's here to let me know when people come in or any questions that I need to answer. And tonight we are going to be working with the DM Quilting Wishbone Template, which is a four-piece set. And these guides are really diverse in size. This is the littlest one. I'll hold them right side up here at 2 inches. And he is little. He really is. And then we have the next size at 2.5 inches. You can see that there's the markings and everything on them are exactly the same. We have a 3.5 inch wishbone, and our big granddaddy here is 4.5. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you the markings, and I'm going to show you on one of the smaller ones because that big granddaddy is sometimes hard to hold. Okay, we all have our vertical center, and then we have our horizontal center. We have a horizontal line where the foot will hit, the needle will hit, I'm sorry, and we have a horizontal line up on top where the needle will hit. So although this measures more than 3.5 inches, when it's stitched out, it's only 3.5 inches. Now, one other thing that I wanted to share with you before we get started with the actual templates is that Donna put together a wishbone sampler with some options for edge-to-edge quilting and for borders. That's the good news. um, some of them are tricky. Okay, I'm just going to say that some of them are tricky, and I know given enough time, we can work them all out. I don't know if we're going to have enough time tonight. This is the one that I really think is cool. It's cool. Whoops, get it on up there. It's cool for a border, but Donna shows how to join it together for multiple rows and an edge to edge quilting. I'm not brave enough to try that yet. But someday I'm sure I will get there. And this is, again, just a repeat of the first section. What she has done on this particular instructional sheet is she's gone ahead and shadowed out, and we are going to do this design tonight. She shadowed out the first wishbone, and what that does is it makes it easy to go to the next and the next and the next rotations. For example, on this particular design, you aren't using the vertical and horizontal crosshair. Everything is done on diagonals, and we'll show you that shortly. So this is where we're going to start. And let me see who snuck in here. Hi, Kathy. Oh, yeah, Kathy says some of the designs take on a Moroccan tile type look, and you're absolutely correct, Kathy. They really do. They're very pretty, very ornate.
Linda and Lisa.
Lisa's here from Sugarland, Texas. Hi, Lisa. And Linda's here from Brisbane. Good morning, Lisa. So happy that you could join us.
Linda.
Linda, I'm sorry. Lisa's from Sugarland, Linda's from Brisbane.
Right.
Uh-huh. Too many L words. Okay, so what I've got here, I have to make sure I'm using the right one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is this particular one we're going to use right here.
Rita Skinner and
Rita, good morning.
Lisa Master.
Lisa's here. Lisa came in from Sugarland, Texas just a little bit ago.
JP54.
Oh, JP54. I did not see that. Hi, from the Blue Mountains of New South Wales. Another one. Good morning. Good morning. Lisa, good afternoon. She's in Sugarland, Texas, so it's not quite as far away from us. So this is the design that we're going to do first. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I stitched it out a couple of times or drew it out a couple of times and messed it up each time. So I'm hoping that things will go better with stitching it out. And I think let's take our 3.5 inch. Now what we want to do is we want to set things off on an angle. We're not going to put things right straight up on this particular design. Let me show you where I want things to be. Well, hi, Ronnie. Welcome, my friend. So good to see you. And what I want to do is I originally put this in as a crosshair because that's what I normally do when I start making crosshairs, till I realized I needed to take those out. That's what was messing me up, I think, when I was drawing it out and just made a mess of things. So we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to go up and around and back down to the bottom. Okay? And I am playing bobbin roulette. So hopefully we will have some thread in here. Okay. Ken, do you have a bobbin with thread on over there by
What?
chance? Do you have a bobbin with thread?
Well, when I have a bottle with thread.
Do you?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe in your little packet there, your little.
Oh. You mean one of my bobbins?
Yeah, because I may run out here.
Oh, well, let's wait for your riddle and then we'll just panic.
No, let's look now. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, girls, I'm so lucky to be married to him, aren't I? Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's put the foot down. And let's make sure you can see where we are.
Do.
I'm going to turn it around this way. After I did all that work to make sure I was in the center, right? Okay, there we go. I just want you guys to have the best vantage point possible. So here we go. We do have needle channels on these. And what you're going to notice is when we're holding down here, that needle channel pops up a little bit. So I just like to put my thumb over it and keep it all down on the bottom. There we go.
Well, I thank God, he's the one you lower. Okay.
Now this is not the trickiest template, but it does have its little quirks, and one of them is coming around this. I call this a horn. It kind of looks like a horn. So what I like to do is stop, put my fingers on it, my two thumbs, and keep going around. And for some reason, my foot is sticking tonight. I just changed it, and I may just change it back. I think I am.
Is my machine in there or in here? That's where the bobbins are at.
Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just quickly change out this foot. And there we go. Okay. We're going to try this again, okay? There's number one. And you'll see how I kind of jumped on it right there. I did not want to do that, but it happened. And you know what? That's why they call it practice. Even as an educator, I don't always get it right the first time. Sometimes I need lots of practice. And I think right now it's probably one of those times. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the foot a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rotate my template. Oh, guys, I'm all over the place here, aren't I? Okay. We're going to put that needle right back down centered. Okay. Now remember, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 points, but they're all on the diagonal. They are not vertical and horizontal. There you go. And I do like to keep my stitches a little shorter. Make sure you've got a good view there. A good way to tell if you're pushing your template against your foot or your foot against the template is if this horn area here wiggles. It shouldn't. If you're riding alongside of the template, it should be just fine. Okay, up and around. Nice curve there. Very nice curve. And we're going to come right back to the center. There we go. Kneel down. Thank you, Ken. We're going to come to our third rotation. And you'll see that what's going to happen is these rotations are going to kind of look different in different spots. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Never sure if I do what we're supposed to do. Joyce, hi. Joyce has made it from Fairfield, California, and Pam's here from Maine, the mountainous region of Maine, not the coast. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another one here.
Oh, Bonnie popped in.
Bonnie's here?
Bonnie's here. Looks like spurs, Ronnie says.
Yeah.
Leave it to a cowgirl.
Leave it to a cowgirl, Ken says. You got that right.
I'm here.
There we go. There's our third rotation. I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of this thread. I bet you guys thought I was never going to do that because I've usually done it by now. Okay. So here we go. One more time. You know, one of the things that I found most recently, and I think is given me most success, is not to hold onto the fabric or the template tightly. It's kind of like you're just guiding it. It's really got a mind of its own. You remember when you were a kid and played with Ouija boards? That's how we should be folding it lightly. And you can't tell me you weren't pushing that little disc around because I know everybody did. Okay, let's do another rotation. And Ronnie's right, it looks just like spurs. There we go. I do want to thank everyone for the messages, the prayers, checking in on me. It meant a lot to me. It really did. Yeah, I know I call you guys my friends, but that just really solidified it. The one thing that's really cool about this design is when we're done with it, it doesn't look like wishbones actually at all. We're almost finished with this one. Two more to go. Oops, the paper's gonna fall. There we go. Sometimes we gotta readjust, and that's okay. Did everyone get to watch the launch of the Q4 Elevate box? The new templates are a lot of fun. I was working with them today. And this is our last rotation. And there we go. On the home stretch. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and we're gonna cut our thread here and here and take a look at what we've made. Now, what's really cool about this, I think, is the secondary designs that come alive in the center. You know, if you didn't know um, that this was a wishbone shape, you would never know. Okay, let's take a look at where we are here. Bonnie's here from Green Bay.
Yeah.
Hi, Bonnie. How are you? I'm going to be there Thursday. Oh, yeah, it is. Ronnie says it's a fun design, and it is. It really is.
Ronnie,
Okay.
Ronnie enjoyed visiting Green Bay too.
I see that. Yes. Okay, Kathy asked a question. Is the printout of the designs I showed earlier from Donna's class? Oh, Kathy, that is a real good question. I don't know if it's from a class that she did or if they are just papers that you can get. Because she says this is a wishbone sampler and options, I don't think it's from a class. I think it might be right in um, on her space there. What I will do is I will make a note. I will look, and then what I can do is post it into Westerly by me. Okay, Kathy. Um, I'll tag you in it. I'm just going to make a note here.
Kathy says she doesn't see those sheets from the So Steady sales page.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they may be on Donna's page instead. Okay. Linda says she got up at 3 a.m. in 3 a.m. 2 days in a row to watch the live. Looking forward to receiving it. Linda, I'm glad you are going to enjoy it. And Bonnie's right. She says there's so much cool stuff Love the spinning ribbon. So do I. I used it today and I had a blast with it. And oh, Joyce. Joyce upgraded to the Get It All and ordered the embroidery designs from the first three. Yeah, that's going to be an expensive, expensive deal for you. Linda, I love that center too. I really think it's so cool. It really is. Now, what we're going to do next is I have a 12 or 16 point here. Okay. And what you saw me do here was the 8 point with the bottom in the center. Now, when I did this, I thought I was doing this one, but obviously I was doing this one instead. Let me get that out, which is fine because it was on my list of ones to do. This right here. This is aligned at the center with 8 rotations. Okay. You can do it on the diagonals or you can do it straight on. Now, I practiced drawing these out and put little, okay, this is what I really want to do. It's 12 rotations. It's aligned at the center, and I think it just makes this really pretty, looks like a flower. It really looks like a flower to me. So let's see where I put my 12 rotations.
Oh, Linda Eaton says she loves the bag you were doing for class. She even found out where I can purchase a bag here in Australia.
Really?
Linda Eaton.
Oh, that is so cool, Linda. I'm going to be doing a couple more things with that line. Actually, I do believe the girls who developed those bags are from Australia. I may be wrong, but I think they are. So you probably have better access to them than we do. And that Rory satchel bag, I loved it. I wished I could have kept it for myself, but I couldn't. Okay, so here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. We got 12 right here, and that's what I was looking for. I'm going to take a little bit smaller one. I don't know why with these particular templates, I like working with the smaller ones better. Okay, so we have the same vertical alignment here and horizontal alignment here, center, and at the bottom.
Your camera's not seeing all that.
Oh,
You're out of frame.
I'm out of frame. Thank you. Hi, Lois. So good to see you. Maureen made it in from Kansas, too.
There you go.
Nice to see you. Thank you, Ken. You see, that's why I need you here, honey. Yeah, you're not just another good looking face. So, anyway, okay, girls, quit laughing. Oh, I have to tease him. He expects it. Here's our vertical center. Here is our top horizontal line where the needle will land. Here's our horizontal center, and here's our bottom horizontal line. I have an arrow on this for something else that we're going to do in just a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you back in frame here. Bonnie says, darn you, Kathy, I'm going to have to buy these. I'm so sorry.
Joyce Hatzel had something to say too.
Yeah, I saw Joyce. She's she's stocking up. Stocking up. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and pull this out. And
You
going
never
to,
have too many tools.
oh yeah, there you go. Hey girls, Ken just said it. You never have too many tools. And how many of our husbands have tools that they might use once and then leave sit? Ken doesn't do that. He just makes sure that everything's color coded, doesn't use them so they stay pretty. Right, honey?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he has to admit it. Now we are lining up everything the way we normally line up. Again, this is just a very easy template. The only spot that might be a little tricky is getting around that horn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut that thread. There we go. I didn't quite cut it short, but that's okay. It'll be fine. This is why we practice, isn't it? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like I usually like to do using any type of spinning template. And that is to go from opposite to edge to opposite side. And we do that because it pulls the fabric in more evenly. Don't forget, the more you stitch, the more that fabric's going to get pulled in and it's going to pucker. However, all is not lost when that happens. All you need to do is take either a little misting of water or spray starch or starch alternative and take a warm iron or an iron that's applicable to the fabric, such as cotton would take a pretty warm iron out. And it will flatten out. And if you're still having trouble with it, you can always take it and put it on a piece of styrofoam with some good T-pins and flatten it out and let it dry that way, and it will retain its shape. That's called blocking. And oh man, we used to have to block every quilt. You'd go and get it in the bathtub and get it soaking wet and then try to wring it out, whatever you could wring out, in the bathtub and run to a room that was big enough to hold styrofoam to pin it down to. Yeah. I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. That was the real old school quilting. However, I have in my history of quilting had some blocks that didn't turn out quite right or that I had a real hard time with, and I would block them to get them to lie flat and to get them true to size. And it worked every time. Usually what those quilt blocks were piece blocks that had a ton of tiny pieces to them, like 1-inch squares. If any of you all ever hear me talking about doing a quilt with 1-inch squares again, you have permission to slap me upside the head. That just is not a fun thing to do. I did make a king-size quilt though with 2-inch squares. Hey, Ken, remember that?
Yeah.
It was, what did they call that? Minecraft quilt. It was a Minecraft quilt. And it took on a life of its own. I didn't really plan on it being quite that long. But the young man liked it.
Free ticket to the asylum.
And said, I got a free ticket to the asylum. He's absolutely right, too. Mm.
Kathy said she found the printouts there, Donna's course.
Oh,
And
okay.
the Wishbone Template, which is free.
It is a free class? Good. Good, Kathy. Thank you. Donna was such a superb teacher. And we are lucky to have all these instructions from her because she knew how to run a CAD program, a skill I do not have.
Well, first you gotta get the CAD.
Ken said, first I've got to get the CAD. He's absolutely right.
We don't have room.
No, we don't have room. You're absolutely right, honey. We don't have room. I don't need another thing to learn either. I think my brain is getting too full. I don't have that many cells left to use. We're coming along there, guys.
You went back for the metal foot?
I did. Okay, we only have a couple more and we're finished. What time is that? Okay. And I will tell you, mine are not perfect. It's okay, we don't have to be perfect. There we go. Got that one done already. So now we're going to go here. And everything looks like it's lining up okay. So out of the projects that y'all saw done, or I should say introduced, during the reveal of the quarterly, the fourth quarter Elevate box, which one was most exciting? And remember, this isn't a quiz. This is what you felt,
Your opinion.
right?
Your opinion.
Your opinion, right? I just upgraded my combination sewing embroidery machine, and I'm really anxious to try the embroidery on it.
Bonnie says all of it. Lisa Mastriano, I'm excited to try the wreath template. The wreath.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Do I don't have anything stitched out close at hand here. I'd show it to you.
Joyce said there was so much I forgot, most of it.
Yeah,
When I get the box, it'll be a surprise all over again.
it'll just be just like Christmas the second time, right? Okay, guys, I think we got, this is the last one. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. There's so much stitching on here, you guys. Look at how wavy it made the fabric. Isn't that cool though? The pearled wreath, Lee. Yeah, that's beautiful. Lisa, you're gonna love it. CAD is a whole world in its own. Yep, definitely don't want to learn that. Oh, so this is done with 8 points, 8 reference lines. This is done with 12. And you can see if you have, it is gorgeous, Bonnie. It really is. If you had one of those felt purses and you took the same size, or not a big one like this, just the smaller sizes, and put those around and even have them overlap each other, can you imagine what a gorgeous all over design that would be? And you could do it on a quilt, you could do it on a purse, you could do it on a table runner, anything you want, but they are amazing, absolutely amazing. So let's try another one, okay? If I can find the one I had earmarked for us. But first, what I'd like to do is I would like to do a border.
Or change bobbins.
Ken says I better change bobbins, and he's absolutely right. He did bring me a full one, and that's a good idea. I love how easy this machine is to change. Oh, yeah, I was going to run out.
I know.
Bless his heart.
I'll strip it.
Okay, that man always has my back, honestly. Okay, what's going on here? Okay.
Yeah, you were gonna run out.
What is going on here?
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Did I get that one too full?
Yeah, I think so, because it's all over the place here. There we go. I won. I knew I would. Sometimes it just takes me a minute. Never said I was fast. My girlfriend's husband tells their daughter, "You're so slow, you're never going to wear out." I think that is so funny. Ah, lovely young lady. Absolutely lovely. All right, here we go. Okay, we're going to try that again. Okay, there we go. All righty. Now, let me get this guy. So what I did was I put this arrow right here, and well, Kathleen, hi. Variegated thread is perfect,
That's
Kathleen.
what's what you have in the bottom.
Oh, awesome. So what I'm going to do is I just have this here, and what I just kind of arbitrarily set it there. I could move it. I think I will move it up just a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to go on each side. Actually, I do want to leave it there, right where it makes the changeover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first one, I'm going to do half of it, okay? Because that's what we would do if we had a seam here. So I'm going to start here, come around, stop here, and come back down to the arrow, okay? And this is exactly the way I would do it if I were doing it on a project. Actually, pretty much all the stuff that I present to you is stuff that I would do if I were, the way I would do it if I were doing it on a project. It's so much easier to see a practical application. And come back down. Now, now I'm going to turn this and again line it up on the arrow. And we're going to come back up. Now this time we are not going to be able to stop here. So what we have to do is we need to stop at the widest point of our wishbone. So I need to come up and back around. And I'm going to find the widest point, and I think it is right there. Okay? And hopefully I'm thinking correctly. Hopefully. So I'm going to get another one of my little handy stickers out. And I'm going to place it right there. Whoops. There we go. Now I'm going to come around. I'm going to place this little sticker here on the line again, and that's going to line me up. So here we go. Now we're going to do a complete rotation. Coming around. Going to come down, back up. Now we are going to change directions and come back here. On the line. There we go. Now we're going to flip the template. And you can see that we are lined up halfway right here. You can see with your spacing gauge, we're not going to encroach on this one. Whoops, and then I moved it. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and make a complete design. Now where we want to be is we want to be on the widest side over here. And one way that we can do that and make sure that we get it that way is to take a ruler, line up the center line, and I can take an arrow. I love my sticky arrows. You guys are getting some dots in your boxes. We didn't get them, but you guys are. And I personally think that they're going to be easier to use. Okay, in instances like this. There we go. Okay, we got it. All right. So now I need to come up. And we're going to come back down. And I shouldn't have moved it, but I did. There we go. And now we're going to, whoops, we're going to go this way. And we're going to add another one in. Making sure everything is lined up. We've got this guy lined up. We want the bottom of this, and I'm just giving you guys as many landmarks as I can see here. So the bottom of this wishbone should be right at this horizontal line. And when we do that, it does line up the horizontal line in the center. Now, just remember one thing, guys. When I'm here demonstrating, I'm using a high contrast spread so that every single wiggle and wobble is going to show, okay? It's going to make my work look awful. And I know that. And I'm okay with that. Because I like for you guys to see when I make a mistake how it can be fixed. Because none of us are perfect. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and flip it up. Line it up. Make sure that we're a quarter of an inch away here. Whoops. Yep, we are. And we're ready to go again. Yeah. Make sure you learn that rhythm of your machine. That rhythm that is the smooth, is when you're stitching smoothly and everything is working out. That's the rhythm you want to hear over and over and over again. So now I'm coming up to my sticker, needle down, and I will go ahead and keep going. I won't, but I would if I had an actual. Isn't that pretty, guys? I really think this is a beautiful border design. I think you could still embellish it even more, believe it or not. I think this would be an awesome template opportunity here. Um, you could come back and actually stitch in, um, have these wishbones straddling the ones that are in there already. That would look really cool. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so I'm going to want to stop here after I get everything stitched. So I'm going to start there. Okay. I know you guys love it when I get off script. Ken sits here and rolls his eyes. What do you mean? What do you mean, guys? What if? Okay. Yeah, this is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line that up on this line. Line the bottom of the template up on this line. And you'll see here, because we did a half of our rotation here, because we're straddling the rotation, it's going to pummel perfect this time. Okay. And then we're going to come over here. Now we're going to line that guy up and we're going to do it again, okay?
Gotta get rid of that thread.
Yes, thank you, Ken. He knows how much I dislike thread hanging around. Somebody told me once to take your thread scraps and throw them out for the birds to make nests with. But I also heard subsequently that they can choke on it. What is loose? Okay, that's as far as I'll go, but you'll get the idea. What do you think? That's, you know what this reminds me of? An Orthodox priest's hat, bishop, the bishop's hat. Don't know why, but it does. I like this. I really, really do. And I think I've got a place where I think I know where I'm going to use it. Lee, you're so funny. Thank you. Lee says, I love your off script ideas. Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Lisa's awesome, awesome, awesome edge to edge design. And yeah, it would be. It would. You don't have to straddle these guys. You can have them sitting right on top here as well. And then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be forming an oval right in this area here. So there are different options that we would have for this. This template has so many different things that it can do that it's absolutely crazy. To me, it's one of those, you get what you pay for plus template packets. Um, Again, I'm just gonna, this is something I would have liked to have done tonight, but unfortunately it would take quite a bit of time. And what it is using two different templates, and that is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 point crosshair. Again, 6 and 12 seems to be a good common denominator the um, for the wishbones. And you can see this is the one that I was showing you here, right there. And here's just a different rendition of it. And this one scares me. It's aligned at the center using 16 rotations. Um, Yeah, that scares me. Because basically you have to find that point where you're always going to get the outsides hitting at the exact same place. I guess you could do it by using the edge of the template. Let's try a couple rounds just for grins and giggles, okay? We won't do the whole thing because that would take another half hour.
Yeah, minimum.
Because it's minimal. Yeah, we're just going to do a few, see how that works. Okay. And it doesn't really matter where I start because I know I'm going to be traveling anyway, so it's all right. We're going to come here first. Y'all can see that. Okay. Now I got up the template a little bit here. I'm not worried about that. Oh, I'm sticky tonight. Okay, so we got that. Now, what we need to do is, this is going to be a multi-step process, I think. And we'd have to, yeah, we're going to have to do this in many different steps.
Yeah, you know, okay.
So this is how you would line it up. Oops. And then we're going to have to come back over to this side.
People baby.
And then go ahead over
People
here.
baby.
So you would need to go around this several times to make it work.
We'll take the boys out.
Okay, from what I'm seeing here.
Let's go outside. Let's go, baby.
Maybe someday I'll get brave and try it. Oh, goodness.
Let's go, baby.
But what we've learned is we've learned tonight that these are really versatile tools. And I think my favorite is this one. Um, and I can't wait to try it, bringing these two down together and having the oval shape in there. Even though it won't be a true oval, it will be this shape. Ah, so many options, so many templates, so little time. Really appreciate you being here tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And you know, they used to have that little bell to let you know when we're online. I don't see that YouTube has that anymore. I don't know. Because lately I've been kind of getting a bug to just all of a sudden show up online and do something. Oh, I appreciate it so much, you guys. And tomorrow night, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be Spinning Wheels 23 and 24. But we might go further than that, depending on how quickly we get through 23 and 24. Wednesday morning for Coffee with Kathy, we're going to do the Paisleys. Now, these are not Donna's Paisleys. These are the Westerly Paisleys. Okay. talking, talking will come back with time. Oh my goodness, it's so good to be here with you guys tonight. I really appreciate your patience with me and allowing me to play a little bit. It's just a lot of fun. So we will see you tomorrow night. And until then, let's quilt.